Good morning, y'all. Miss Washington here. So I know earlier we talked about checkpoint 1, what to be expected in a book journal, and explained a little bit about what development is. Now it's time for us to put it all together and move on to checkpoint 2. The assignment's really simple. It's the development paragraph outline. The directions say to use your analysis from checkpoints 1 and 2 to outline a paragraph explaining how your character develops in The Outsider. So we talked a little bit about some resources to use, some things to look out for as you were going through your reading, right? So to just speak to your character development. So the focus area for this checkpoint, of course, is development, what we talked about. You have to analyze a character who is developed throughout the text. Give me specific personality traits, some flaws, things like that we talked about, of course, during your development, and identifying some evidence that shows how it was developed over the amount of time that we read the story. Your second thing that we're looking for is your selection of evidence. You know what evidence is, man. We got to be able to support our claim about the character's development. So that's you pulling some details from parts of the story that you remember. That's us backing up how the character looks, what kind of impressions they had, how they talk, what do they think about, what were some of their actions in the movie, or book in this case, because we watched the movie. But finding evidence, of course, to support our claim, that's what's important. So one of the things that I want to help you guys to first figure out is how to draft your claim, like your topic sentence. So as you read throughout your book journal, right, what character trait, fear, flaw, remember our flavor, longing, attitude, value, or aspiration stands out to you the most? What was the character trait that made like the biggest appearance to you in concerns to your character? What do you have the most evidence to support? Remember that really big fight that the Grecians got into? That's really juicy. That's probably something that you guys can use there. How did the characters show their personality? Was it mostly through their actions, their looks, their impressions, their speech, or their thoughts? Of course, you can review your book journal, what we talked about in our last video, to kind of decide. And then, of course, you'll use that information. And then, what are your best quotations to support your personality trait analysis? You'll use those, of course, in your outline and in your paragraph. So, moving on, you're supposed to be able to draft a claim about your character's personality. This is where you're going to be pulling in your selection of evidence, what we talked about earlier. So, using an example from the book that we read, of course, in the previous project, it says, in The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros, Esperanza is introduced and develops as an imaginative and an optimistic person through her speech and her thoughts, right? So, there it's very clear. I know what book we read. I knew who wrote it. I know who the main character is, which is Esperanza. I know how she is introduced and how she develops as an imaginative. That means she's somebody that dreams big a lot. She's somebody that uses her imagination a lot, and she's super positive through things that she says and her internal thoughts that we get a chance to read and tap into the story. So that would be a great topic sentence, which would list the claim. So if you use this as an example, what would be your claim? Take some time to think about that. And once you get that together, I will also, of course, use this as a help to you. I would love to see In The Outsiders by, you know what I'm saying? Give me the main character and show me how they're introduced and what they develop as. Give me 2 things and where you see those 2 things through. So that would be your claim. We're going to use that as our topic sentence. Then you're going to be able, once you get this locked down, you're able to draft the rest of your paragraph outline, okay? You're going to use literally 5 different things. Your topic sentence, of course, is your claim or your main idea. That's the first sentence that you're going to write. Your second sentence is going to be your background. This is going to be the information that I need to know when I'm reading your paragraph. That's going to help me to really understand had I not read the book at all. Next thing you're going to be looking for is your evidence. When you're looking at your evidence, you're grabbing quotations, facts, examples, all that kind of stuff back here to support your claim. All right. These are going to be parts of the story that you're going to grab that's going to really solidify what your claim is. After that, you're going to move on to your analysis part. You're going to give me some inferences. You're going to explain how your evidence supports your topic sentence. It's just really, really detailed. Okay. That's why this is very necessary. And then, of course, to close it out, you're going to restate your main idea or your claim. Simple. We call this the T-Bear situation. So, topic sentence, background, evidence, analysis, and then you restate your topic sentence. Super, super easy. Okay? So, this is how I would love for you guys to organize your paragraph, of course. And if you need help with that, if you head over to your resources, of course, I am going to allow you guys, this is like the best way and the best thing to use for your outlines, just to kind of make it a little bit easier for you guys. So this scaffold is going to allow you guys to fill in the blanks, right? So after you fill in the blanks for each of these sentences, because it kind of outlines it for you, this is going to be your checkpoint 2, okay? So it's going to say, in The Outsiders by S.C. Hinton, I'm going to say Ponyboy is introduced and develops as a, I'm going to say a strong person through his actions and thoughts, because we get to tap into those. You're going to give me a little bit of background about what The Outsiders is about. It's about a group of teenagers that was in the early 1960s that got into a lot of trouble after one night of what was supposed to be fun, right? One part of the novel shows, and I'm not going to give you the rest of it because I want you to be able to do this on your own. Literally, it spells it out sentence by sentence. So all that you should be doing for your checkpoint 2 is filling in the blanks here to the yellows, okay? To the best of your ability. And in the extra help sessions, I'll be able to help you to clean it up and make it look pretty, okay? This is your checkpoint 2. So guess what you do for your checkpoint 3, right? Your checkpoint 2 is your outline, which is what this is. If your checkpoint 3 is the paragraph draft, guess what you're going to do, guys? This right here. Copy. And then go to your checkpoint 3 and paste. And you're going to go to your next sentence. Copy. And then you're going to go back. Paste. Then you're going to go back to this one. Copy. Then you're going to paste it. Literally all these sentences are already created for you guys. So you copy and paste each sentence. It should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sentences that you're copying, and you're taking it right back to your draft. So that's what you're going to do for checkpoint 2 and 3. That's why I felt like I really needed to do these together, because they play into the same situation, okay? So that's how you do checkpoint 2 and 3. Any questions, be sure to shoot me an email. Of course, all these resources are available. How to draft the topic sentence, like I talked to you guys about. And if you need help with running back how to organize your paragraph, this is the infographic to make that happen, okay? And there you have it. That's your checkpoint 2. And your checkpoint 3, all at the same time.